All right, this is Chris with Syracuse Music Collective, and with these, I don't know exactly know who these guys are, with the mask, but why don't you guys just kind of sound off, tell me a little about who you are and what you do.
Master Intruder.
I'm Intruder Green.
I'm Intruder Blue. He play guitar, I play guitar too, and sing too. And that's Officer Bradford, he's a quarter point chaperone.
That's true. That's Yellow. He plays bass guitar, doesn't talk much.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's like this quiet one?
The quiet type that will punch you out.
I got you. So, here you are back in Syracuse again.
Yeah,
and,
That's true.
yes, but third time I think now? Third.
Yeah, that
This
goes
year, actually.
We like Syracuse.
Yeah.
It's nice here.
Yeah.
I mean, relative to some other places.
A
All right.
few, at least.
Yeah, several.
And, so how's the tour been going so far for you?
Good.
Yeah.
We're on tour with Me First and the Gimme Gimmes right now in Pairs, and those are some good ass bands. I don't know if you've ever seen that fucking shit.
Actually, I did get to see Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. I think it was Chicago back in September, actually. They were bad.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They're fun.
Yeah, they're super good. Yeah, they're great. Spike, he's such a good singer, and those dudes that could play.
Well, you got Fat Mike in there too. I mean, he's a good player too.
Yeah, he's a good player too.
Not
But
bad singer either.
he's not touring with the band right now. They got
Oh.
Jay Bentley's from Bad Religion. You heard of that band, Bad Religion?
I might have heard
Oh,
of him
yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, Jay Bentley's in that band.
So, getting right into it, I had some, user submitted questions. One of
Good.
them was, and I have to admit, I'm kind of curious too.
Yeah.
Because a user had asked me to ask you guys, is it true that underneath the mask it's lined with baloney?
Only some of us sometimes.
That is
Sometimes.
a deep question.
Green most of the time.
Green, yeah. I mean, it happens accidentally. I'll tell you, if anybody that's got a beard understands, if you try to eat some food and you might get stuff stuck in there, right? Like in your mustache or whatever.
Just a little bit.
With a ski mask, it's even more so. Like, if you try to eat some ice cream or whatever, like, you're gonna get all over your fucking shit.
Yeah, but if you just put up a little bit, if you get on there, you can savor some a little bit later.
That's
Kind of
right.
like a beard.
So then
Yeah,
you
it's
could
delicious.
end up with a coating of meat.
It's
And you eat your
delicious,
mask.
just like a beard.
And even with the mustache, I mean, you got a little flavor saver there,
Yeah, there's
Salami
definitely
up
some.
under there. But I don't have any bologna in my mask. I don't think so.
No? I'll take your word. I'm not going to try and, stick my fingers in there. You might bite my hand or
Nah,
something.
yeah, that's very possible.
Now, say someone like me, just out of curiosity,
A dude,
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
white dude, don't care.
Pale, yeah.
And just there's too many of yous. I'm
Go on.
not trying. I'm
Too
just
many
saying.
dudes?
I'm just saying.
Too
Yeah,
many
dudes, whatever.
Yeah.
You know who I like?
What do you like?
Ladies.
No kidding. I do too. I'm actually married to one.
Yeah, that's a good choice, man.
My good choice by my part. I don't know about
Yeah,
her
she
so much.
probably fucked up.
Let's see. I don't know North since I was 16, so there's a long history there. So
Yeah. Well, if you don't work out, tell her to give us a call.
yeah, she just might. Who knows? But anyways, here's a question for you. Given that you guys have experience in this, can you remember the first thing you ever stole?
The first thing I ever stole,
What about that slushy? I bet it was a slushy. Remember?
yeah, that was probably the first thing I technically stole.
Yeah.
But, that's all alleged anyway, so.
Oh yeah, good point. Nothing.
I don't
We
think
never
I've ever
stole.
really stolen anything.
Yeah, that's
Technically.
right. We're innocent.
Technically speaking, I'm working on that first robbery.
How's it
We'll
going?
get there someday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Keyword. How about you? You remember? Or
Yeah, I don't remember. I would guess that it was probably. It definitely wasn't a heart.
No.
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 No luck with the ladies as a kid, I gotta tell you. I don't know. Something about being a little tyke running around with a ski mask on. Nobody wants to make out with you.
No.
It's real sad. He's innocent too. Ain't never stolen
Well,
nothing.
nothing.
You're all innocent, right?
That's right.
That's right.
100%.
It makes my job way easier.
Oh, absolutely. I can actually remember the first thing I stole as
What
a
was it?
kid, and I don't know if I guess it wasn't really stolen. It's just not being honest. How's that? Is it the same thing?
Well, like,
Uh,
no.
No, not at all.
All right, then I'll tell you. What it was is there used to be this dairy not too far from here, where I grew up.
Oh,
And when I was a kid, I used to at one point he did like sports, and these had these like sticker albums like baseball, football, and you used to have to get these albums, and then you had to go buy the the packs of stickers, and you don't know what you're getting. So they're about.
But you know you're gonna get some gum in there.
Actually, these didn't even have the gum. These were
Oh,
just
well then why the
stickers.
fuck would you get those?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's not stealing. That's just taking what's yours. You know, it's like if you're gonna make.
Yeah,
it
I mean, if
worthwhile,
there's no gum in there, it's worthless anyway,
it's
right?
worthless.
Oh, those are cards. I used to collect the cards, but these were like these little.
But what about the gum?
Gum sucked, man. I hated that wax. You know, it was like eating like wax, or I don't know, it was just like stale all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that sounds delicious too.
But if you get a bunch of it together, it's delicious.
You talking about if you actually stack it up and try
Yeah,
to
you
cram
take that baseball card gum and just get like a whole stack, and then just eat it like a sandwich.
And I
Or
never
use it for a
tried
hockey
that, but I
puck.
don't
Either
know
way,
if-
it's
I don't
gonna be
think
great.
I don't even think they make the cards with the gum anymore.
You ever
I think
tried Doritos though? That fucking shit is good.
I like Doritos.
It's good.
I've eaten
Oh,
plenty of
delicious Doritos! I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So as I was saying there with it, is like what I did was they were only a quarter a pack, and I went in there and I was like,
Like a quarter ounce of marijuana.
no, but close. It was like just like 25 cents, and you get a pack of these
Oh,
stickers.
2 bits.
And so I put a couple in my pocket, and then I paid for about $1 worth. And my mother wasn't exactly stupid. She's like seeing me open a bunch of these. She's like, wait a minute, how much money did you have? I said, about. She goes, yeah, not enough. So
She knew.
yeah.
You got busted.
Sounds
Yeah,
like you
not
got
even by
a
the
good
store
mom, yeah.
either. It was by my mother.
Was she hot though?
No.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't consider her hot by any means, but she was mad as hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
she-
hot.
Was even more embarrassing. Took me back to the store, made me give them back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
That was-
After you
embarrassing.
open them, I mean, you might as well keep them at that point, right?
One would think, but I guess it was just a lesson.
Unless they ain't no good cards, then you'd be like, hey, listen, I stole these.
The only
the
lesson
good
I
ones.
think I would learn from that is don't fucking trust mom.
Yeah, Mom, God rest her soul, doesn't know even a fraction of what I did.
Okay.
So
you learned your lesson then.
It's just like a legend.
You knew.
You learned to lie to mom.
You kind of had to. If
You
wanna
gotta
get away
lie
with
to
anything.
whoever is
No,
in
it's not
charge.
exactly lying. You have to. It's what is it called now? Alternative facts now. I think it's called.
That's right.
Or alternative truths.
That's right.
So yeah. So me and my brother got creative on how to spin it around a little bit to make it sound good, better than it was.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Hey, we didn't steal these. We permanently borrowed them.
Hey, use my line. How do you know my line? Did we know each other before?
I don't
I
think
didn't know
so.
anybody in a mask before.
I don't think so.
And speaking of masks, like say, how did you guys come up with the colors? I mean,
You know, we get to ask that question a lot, but it's not like we came up with it. It's like, how'd you come up with your name? You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of just given to you.
Yeah, you just
You know.
get it.
Now, it's like say if someone was to, I don't know, what is the criteria to be like? Say if you were getting a new member or adding on, let's say, all intents and purposes, a keyboard player, which probably
Right.
would never happen. How do they already have to have a mask? Do they?
I would
or is there
say
initiation? Or
If we was gonna bring somebody else into the band, the chances of it being a lady would be like 100%. Because that's what we like to hang out with
Makes sense,
ladies.
makes
So
sense.
I would try to get
Yeah.
one of them to do it, and we'll see what would happen. I don't know. You think there's any ladies out there that could play the keyboard? I bet there's a whole lot of them.
I guess it look good trying though, right? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, well, there probably is some good lady keyboard.
I
players.
think
just
she
don't know
probably
any.
would. I don't personally. Maybe I do. I don't know. We've asked some ladies if they would hang out with us and come on tour. They was like, no, no.
Are they intimidated by the good looks or just?
Yeah,
the whole
that's what
thing, or-
I would assume, that they probably are just intimidated by our handsomeness. That makes it.
Actually, I'm kind of intimidated by it. I just don't have a mask.
It's
but
alright,
I
but
gotta do the
don't
best.
worry.
I gotta do the best I can. You
You're
know?
cool, buddy.
So let's see what I mean. This is kind of like an off date, and what do you guys like to do in your downtime? Like, how do you guys keep busy when you're not playing? How's
Yeah, mostly doing jobs.
that? Temp work?
You could say that.
Yeah, you can call it that. Everything is temporary.
Good, fair point.
Yeah,
fair
Red's
point.
doing a bit right now.
Oh man, like what?
He's working for the
We'll see.
county.
Ah,
Was that the
Yeah.
county or the
Working for
feds?
this, yeah.
He's working for one of them. I don't know.
I can totally relate to working for the fine state of New York as well, but that's mostly just installing computer networks and stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
You know, being responsible, I kind of hate it at times.
I think Red's mostly installing toilet wine in his own guts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe making some license plates.
Fucking delicious.
Have you ever had toilet wine before?
I have
It
not.
sounds
I have not.
bad. Don't sound good. I'll tell you, it's good.
I've heard there's toilet merlot, which I've been aware of, but I don't know about like.
I think it's pronounced Merlot.
a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. I could
You ever
be wrong.
seen? Some people miss the that T at the end.
There is a T there.
Yeah, it's hard to see sometimes because of the way the word is spelled, and you know you see
don't
these
feel
wines
bad
and they
about
got these nice looking labels and everything, but it makes it hard to say sometimes. You know, you got to get the T there.
Got it.
A lot.
So, what is your favorite recipe? You know, as far as like
Toilet wine?
just oil wine or
Alright.
food in general. I mean, I know there's a whole culinary thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is. The jailhouse burrito has got to be the king of all delicacies in the clan. So basically, what you do is you get like a bag, like a plastic bag. You understand?
Mhm.
All right, and then you get the ramen noodles in there. That's the foundation of most prison cooking. Ramen noodles
Okay.
And whatever else, you know.
in the
Right,
bag.
yeah,
Well, you got to
commissary.
save up your bucks at the cantina. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, you get that ramen noodles in the bag. Tear up the beef jerky. You don't have to do this step. This is like if you wanted to be extra nice.
Got it.
Get that beef jerky chunks in there. Crush up the flaming hot Cheetos. All right,
I like.
mix that in there with that, and then a little bit of hot water, like just hot tap water.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, then you put that in the bag, and you twist it off. Twist it. You twist it, and what happens is it makes a shape like a burrito,
Nice.
and it congeals. You know what that word congeal?
Kind of comes together, solidifies.
That's the one.
Got it.
And then you eat it.
With the plastic?
No, you take it out of the bag.
All right. See.
It's like after like the next day. It take a while because the water's not hot enough. It's not like boiling.
Gotcha. So you got plenty of time to just get it just right.
You got a lot of time when you're inside.
See, I might have to find a recipe, for like homemade wine because when I
I
was
think it's recite.
recite. Sorry.
You're saying recipe. I think it's pronounced recite.
My bad. Because I remember when I was young, I had this really crazy idea, and I didn't understand that when you ferment something, it releases a gas.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Long story is we used to do. We used to take the big jugs of cranberry juice,
Yeah.
and then the stupid me would sit there, just pour the yeast right into there and cap it. I didn't puncture holes in it or put any kind of
Did you
lock
make
on
a
it.
wine bomb?
Yeah, when that goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning at your parents' house, and you sit there and you realize what that bang was,
Mm-hmm.
and you're the first one downstairs and try to hide it, you can't get that smell off you.
I bet you can't. But it just
Nope.
smells like cranberry juice.
Yeah.
And stank too, like that nasty
Stank.
stank. Yeah, and kind of like I said, got busted again by mom. Like, what are you making?
Why were you just trying to make booze out of cranberry juice? You got like a UTI?
I was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, really.
Get rid of the UTI, get a drunk on. That's
Good
smart.
call. Good call.
Didn't really get a drunk on. I got grounded again. Getting busted.
Yeah.
You think I would have a career at learning the lesson, but I really don't.
Well, you probably could do well in punk rock because there's a lot of idiots in it.
Actually, I did play for a little while. It was just mostly in the where was it? College. That's what it was. I think it was in college.
Never
I was in
heard
an
What's
apartment.
that word?
Yeah, what is it?
Isn't that where you put pictures together?
No,
Yeah,
that's collage. Collage. of-
Yeah,
of
that's what
garbage,
you're saying,
It's
right?
the same, just a
Yeah.
different pronunciation.
I remember being in a room, that I actually had to pay rent to, which I didn't like, and then having to go to class once in a while. But I did have my bass at least, so. And we played out. At least I thought we sounded great, but
You probably didn't.
no. I get judging by the audience reaction. I think they're just being nice. To be honest. I guess. I mean, I really don't got too much more to go on. I mean, other than it's like, what should we expect tonight?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna get up there, and then for tonight we're gonna play some songs.
Good songs.
We're gonna try to focus on the hits.
Good.
And then we're gonna see, just like kind of look around the room and see if there's any like ladies that maybe would look like they want to make out with us.
Don't let the mask scare him away, right?
I mean, we'll hope that it doesn't.
What
Just-
would he scare him away?
Officer Bradford?
Probably.
Possibly. If they got like weed on them or something.
No, they don't. Nobody has that stuff here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Why
we
the
even
fuck
here?
are we here?
Sounds like a lame town.
Oh wait, they got ladies still. That's
That's
the other thing.
Booze. Definitely the booze will work.
Yeah, booze is good too.
Yeah.
You know. All right, guys. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to the show tonight, as always. You know.
Yeah, buddy.
And you know, thank you for the time, for not stealing my wallet. You know, not beating the shit out of me and all
No.
that. And
Nice not over here, bud.
You're welcome, though. All right.
booked in advance. But you know,
Yeah.
if the tide changes, I guess it just
We'll
roll
see
with
what
the
happens.
punches, you
Just
know?
don't make a big deal out of it.
Nah, never, man.
Thank you.
All right.